The shuttles are flying, action are on, waiting time is over. We've been waiting for nearly 2 years, feels like it, to go to Kiev. Are you a happy man right now?
I mean, it's an amazing feeling. We've really been waiting a long time for this. And of course, there's been a lot of obstacles along the way. It has required a lot of additional planning and uncertainty, so that we are finally here, that we are finally playing. It's a fantastic feeling.
Brian, I've been working with you for a long time, 4 years nearly. I would say I know you quite well, but I don't know, were there a certain point on the road to Kiev where you were actually thinking, okay, we are not going at all?
I mean, we had to cancel last year after first postponing, so that is in the back of your head, of course. But I mean, I've been relatively optimistic all along. At least my point of view has been that we will do everything that is in our power to organize everything that we can. And of course, our biggest event, European Championships, is one of those where we will go at great lengths to make sure that the championships are happening. So I've not really seen it being cancelled at that time. I don't think we've been close to taking that step. So I've been optimistic all along, and I'm happy that that optimism also turns out that we can finally be here and play the European Championships.
There are many different angles looking at the European Championship. One is, of course, for the history book, for who is winning. A second one is for the host. A third one is Badminton Europe. Of course, it also means something to us, not only to host all the events, but there's also an economical point of view in this, of course. Looking at that perspective, does it also make you more calm in the future, saying, okay, we have seen we had to postpone, cancel in 2020, but we can actually also step it up again together with a great organizer actually to get it pushed through?
I mean, money is one aspect, and of course we are benefiting a little bit financially from our big events like this, as it should be, and it helps us pay some of the bills for all the other things we are doing to promote the sport. So of course it's very important that the income streams are flowing and money is coming in, and this event helps. So I mean that is of course important. But then again, I mean, I think it's the other things that you mentioned that's more important. It's really getting, badminton going into the mind of people to show that the sport is alive and kicking. And I think the big events is really what we need to show the world that badminton is still to be counted on.
And the way we can show the world this week, unfortunately, is not by opening the doors, but it's actually to tap in a web address on your URL on whatever platform you have. What does it mean to you that we're actually able to stream, to give SoMe content, to written pieces, the content that we can produce from here? What does it actually mean to you that we have these options?
I mean, that we will do no matter what, even if we have spectators. And I mean, that's just a natural part of organizing big events. So I mean, that's something that just needs to be there. And I think we're doing a great job in promoting our activities through the media that are available to us. It's a great pity we don't have spectators. I think that that enhances the experience also on television, also on streaming, but also on photos, that you have the engagement with the audience that we'll be missing here. But we have had other events also without spectators, and I think we are, when the shuttle is flying and people on court playing, I think we are still watching some great badminton and great promotion for the sport, and also without spectators, it's definitely worthwhile to play the competition.
And finally, Brian, not in the opening matches here on the Tuesday, but later this week, later today, I actually think we will see Carolina Marin, Olympic champion, 3-4 times world champion, Victor Axelsen, former world champion. These kind of players who, of course, the fans love to watch. What does it tell you that those kind of players still want to go play the European Championships?
I mean, I think the European Championships is a very important event. I mean, of course, it carries important world ranking points. It's an opportunity to play, without the interference of very good Asian counterparts. So I think for the best players, it's good points still to get. It's still history books and it means something, and we've never experienced that top players will not come and support the European Championships. It means something for them, and I think it's important also, to crown who's the best in Europe. I think it's always exciting to see, the European players battling it out, and we have seen actually some surprises over the years also. So it's not given who's going to win here, and I think it's an exciting competition in all the 5 disciplines.
Brian, some of our fans watching this video were not even born when you attended your first European Championships. How can you still be so excited?
Well, I love badminton. I think that's probably the key thing. I'm grown up with the sport, and I think there's been a lot of development in the sport that keeps making it exciting. That that we're renewing ourselves, that we're doing new things. So of course I have a passion for the sport. I have a passion for the organization that I'm working for, and when we then have our peak events where everything comes together, then that's just a great feeling, and you can never get enough of that.
So you're a happy man right now?
I am.